video we shot in Reynosa, Mexico, showing one of the huge migrant camps that have popped up across the river with thousands of migrants inside of it, waiting for Thursday, waiting until Title 42 drops to cross over illegally. And this isn't even the only camp. Take a look at the second piece of video. Down by the river in Reynosa as well, another more unofficial camp of tents set up in trees, in shrubbery. You will find these migrant camps all along the Mexican border as these migrants continue to wait for Thursday before they plan to cross illegally into the United States. And Governor Greg Abbott doing what he can to try to stop it. He tweeted this video last night from right here in Brownsville showing layers of barbed wire they've set up in popular crossing areas. He says they plugged up this particular spot. He says he knows other spots are going to pop up as well, and he says they will block those with razor wire as well. And Harris, back out here live, multiple CBP sources tell me that last night a decision was made between Border Patrol and CBP leadership to authorize all Border Patrol sectors all along the southern border to begin mass street releases of migrants to city streets if NGOs no longer have capacity. So we can keep an eye out in the next few days for that. As I am told, as of this morning, there are more than 27,000 migrants in federal custody. That's the
Shalom, shalom, Yahshua. Want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Paleo Hebrew tongues, created as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your sister and brothers living in truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you can see from there, hey, big things is coming, Yahshua. Big major things on the horizon. And what we've seen is that when Trump was president, he put in a thing called Title 42. And now it's set to expire Thursday. Now, with that being said, I don't think they're going to let it go. I think they're going to extend it. That's just me talking. You know, I don't know. Esau might be ready to go. You never know. But I just think he going to extend it. Because I think when they let them migrants in, they're going to daughter to collapse at the same time. Why I say that? Because they're creating panic. And to make people take that MOTB, they're going to play on people's ignorance and they fear. Because when these migrants come in, what a lot of people don't realize is that right on the back of them is them cartels. MS-13, you know, Northern Tribe, there's all this in them cartels. They're going to be putting a lot of people to death, man. You got Moab, which is Asia. China is also in Mexico. They're going to sneak in with those migrants. And what better way to sneak in and do a covert attack, you know, such as a crisis like this, you know, with everything that's just going on. It's the best way to do it. It's called like a Trojan horse. Like, what was that? The Spartans was fighting somebody and they couldn't get inside their walls. I want to say that the Athenians, and they snuck in a Trojan horse, and then once they brought it in, the gates, they came out the horse, and then, you know, just put everybody to judgment. It's the same thing, man. Esau using that same tactic, man. These Edomites ain't changed up. You know, they let them people through because they're going to do it. They might not do it Thursday, but they're going to do it, though. Because when you look at it, Esau's best way to get the new system going, the new beast system. Because to get a new system going, you got to do what? You got to destroy the old system. Best way to destroy the old system is to bring in a bunch of people, running in, criminals right behind them, soldier troops right behind them to create chaos. And they always do what? Order out of chaos. So once this chaos erupts, when they let all these people, which is a lot of, you got Naphtali, Asher, because you got people from Guatemala, Venezuela, Mexico, Issachar, Ephraim, Puerto Ricans. You even got Haitians that's in Mexico trying to get asylum in America, Babylon the Great. You got Moab going to come in through there. All kind of people about to flood in through there, and it's going to create a bunch of instability. It's going to break the camel's back, as they say. And that's exactly what the elites want, because then they can implement a new system and say peace and safety, come to my facility and you'll be safe. You know, it's a setup, man. It's a snare. It's a trap. But it's gonna get crazy though. They're gonna let a bunch of people flood this place, and I got no people come over here. They ain't got no job, no food, nothing to do. They gonna just especially them dudes in the cartels. They gonna just run up in people's houses and take their stuff. Man, we about to go into the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, and we about to go into second Edris territory. That's where it's about to go. Soon as this breaks, man, it's like a teetering wall that's about to break. When they let them people through the borders, oh man, hey, that's it. It's a wrap. They probably gonna crash a dollar at the same time, and they gonna have the perfect, like I like what the Ox said in LA, the perfect storm of events to get people to take this MOTB. Because everything is about to just go to, it's gonna be straight chaos. They already got the National Guard in San Francisco. They got that popping off, so it's like they're getting ready for this. Matter of fact, I want to say, let's go get that. Let me show you that real quick. Let me show you the National Guard is already prepared. Oh, and they teaming up with the Highway Patrol at the same time. So with this event happening, you know what they're going to do, y'all, Charlotte. This is going to be the perfect time for them to jump on Jake. And Mr. Chaos. That's what I want to pull up. It says, California Governor Gavin Newsom is directing the California Highway Patrol, Highway Patrol, and National Guard to assist San Francisco authorities in combating the fentanyl crisis in the city. You're right. They don't care about people being on drugs. That's just the excuse they're using to get them troops in there so they can clash with the people that's going to come in, because Mexico is also connected to California. So Esau, man, he's creating a bunch of sedition, really. A bunch of uproars of sedition. So he can go in and, this is the perfect time, too. He can initiate martial law. So that way he can snatch up Jakes out their houses. Martial law get declared, anything goes. So you can look up that, man. They got the National Guard already in California. They put them in there, April 22nd? So they're ready for the crisis. So with that, let's get to the scriptures. Because we're about to go into second Edris territory. Because they're about to run this. They're going to let everybody just pile up and go crazy. Pretty much create like purge-like effects. A purge-like event. That's what's going to happen. You want to go to second Edris 15 and 16. For there should be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of the action shall stand in their power. When these little migrants come in, the cartel come in, these troops from Russia and China come in, they're not going to care what Joe Butthead got to say. They're not going to care what the governor got to say. They're going to come in there and do what they got to do to feed themselves or get whatever they need. They're going to come in there, bang, bang, bang them, man. Right in through the gate, man. They're going to let them right in. Everybody think that's why, Trump and his little supporters is fighting for that wall so bad. Man, Esau knows it's about to go down. Esau knows it's about to go down. They about to come in through here, and they about to bang them up for whatever they want. Sedition mean uproars, man. You're going to see people get snatched up. I already did one lesson where a little girl at the border got, ravished by 6-7 men. Them dudes going to come in looking to ravish women. They ain't going to look to come in, and they probably ain't ate. Been on the road for about 2 days. They come on the border, they gonna see American neighborhood. I'm about to go up in there and, hey, get them oodles and noodles. They gonna have machetes. Man, you know how the northern tribes get down them cartels. This thing about to get real ugly. And check it out, it's going 17, second Edris 15, 17. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. Why? There's going to be military checkpoints. Now the elites, the rich, they're going to have their little safe zones like them camps. They're going to have military protection because that's what they're going to have people getting that MOTB in there. And that's how they're going to sucker people to go into the camp. They were like, we can protect y'all from, the savages and all. They call them migrants right now. We can protect you from them. Just cut them off facility, and then once you get in there, they're gonna say, okay, you want to stay in here, I gotta put this in. You're gonna say it's for your benefit and your safety, so you don't get lost. We can find you. They're gonna say a lot of things to get people to take this MOTB, man. Plus, like if they let all these migrants flood in, that's gonna kill the job market. That's gonna kill everything. It's gonna pretty much create the groundwork for martial law. And once martial law get declared and it's really crazy out here, it's a war zone, Babylon the Great, ain't nobody going to work. You can cancel that. And they're going to say, oh, we got you, though. Get that MOTB. It has the universal basic income to get what you need. You coming out facilities, we'll bust you out to where you need to go. And Esau going to look to be the protection from all the little, the migrants they're going to let in the country. That's how they're going to play this, Yashua. This is the straight, mighty snare. And right now, it does not pay to be ignorant right now. That's why, hey, this truth is about to really shine on us, Yashua. This truth is about to really shine. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be everything when this chaos erupts. When they let these people in through this border and everything going crazy, there's going to be a calmness to us versus people that's in the world. And then when Esau get on that bullhorn, Esau get to tell him, hey, come here, you'll be safe. Oh, man. See, that's when, a lack of knowledge, you're going to perish, man. Because a lot of people going to go for it. Like, I got to get there. I got to get safe. And, man, Esau going to, give him that deal. And check it out. This goes back to what I said, too. This is 2nd Esdras 15-18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See? Look. These men gonna be scared, man. They ain't gonna know what's going on. Because they've always been told that America always gonna be good. You're gonna be safe. Especially women. All you women of ease. Oh, man. Y'all really gonna have it bad. So everybody been in this little ease comfort. Like, Jake's still trying to make rap music. Like, they don't have an idea what's about to go down. So when it hits, it's gonna be like a sucker punch. And then they're going to be afraid, like the scripture just said. And that's when Esau's going to take advantage of that, just like he did on that 1-9 situation. They're going to take advantage of people's fear. And in that fear, they're going to scare them and get in the MOTB. They're going to get the MOTB because they're scared and they don't know what's going on. They've been told, we've been trying to tell them it's MOTB, but they don't want to listen to us. They're going to go get it because that's how they're going to figure they're going to save their lives. Esau's going to be like, man, you go get this, man, you will live. If not, hey, you ain't gonna make it out there. So houses gonna be destroyed, man, because it's gonna be. Hey, Esau gonna get busy too, because Esau love an event like this. An event like this, Esau gets to go ahead and hunt out Jake. Everybody, when that Hurricane Katrina hit, that's what a lot of Edomites was doing. They were murking Jakes, and nobody cared to investigate because there was too much chaos going on. Everybody was trying to get away. And then the reports came out. A lot of Edomites just like when they see a Jake, they'll murk him. Esau gonna do the same thing during this event. That's why it's called Jacob's Trouble. Because them civilian men, it was Jakes trying to run up in here through the border. Right behind them was the cartel and all these militaries, and they're scared. They scared. So it's gonna be a bunch of chaos running around. That's what Esau gonna try to take advantage of Jake. And then they're gonna be putting a lot of Jakes to judgment. There's gonna be a famine going around. All these Walmart's closing. Ain't gonna be no more grocery stores with all this chaos erupt. Plus, they're going to get ramsacked. Esau ain't going to stock them suckers back up. They're just dying. They're going to turn it to a camp. So, this thing is about to be... We about to go in some troubling times, man. Real troubling times. Because this is the beginning of sorrows. Let's go get that. Because this is going to kick off, man. This is basically going to be like war within Babylon the Great's borders. And check it out, man. People going to be in this state. This is 2nd Esdras 16-17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? See, us in this truth, the hope we lack, we know, we already looking for Yahweh Basham Yahweh shall deliver us in those days. The people of the world, the 2/3, they're going to be looking for Esau to save them in them days. They be like, where 911 at? Where the police at? Where Esau? And Esau going to come with his military like he's Superman, and he going to put that MOTB in them. And they're going to feel real crazy Because they're going to get the MOTB. Esau might still cut your little thing off, and you might not eat. You might just feed you about 2 weeks, and then he might decide, hey, man, we over capacity. Take those out back. Hey, neutralize them. They're going to get orders. So, hey, that's the going to people don't know they Savior, man. Not looking for you. How about Yahweh, but looking towards Esau, which is going to be very detrimental to Jake's. Is that a Jake? Like right now, you should know who your enemies are. You should know what race of people are your enemies. You should know what organizations are against you. That way you know how to navigate when all hell break loose. Your average Jake ain't gonna have that, man. And they're gonna run right to their enemy for help. And that's, hey, it's gonna be bad news for them, man. That's when they lack of knowledge. You're gonna be destroyed. Hosea 4:6. So I'm gonna read 18. Because this is the point I want to get to. 2nd Esdras 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, see, I just said it earlier, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when those evils shall come? See, hopefully we know what to do. We know who to call on. This is going to be, what it say? It said the beginning of wars. When they first let them people in through that border, that's going to start a war. That's going to be an uproar like no other. And Esau already scared. They're going to be gunning down the northern Jakes when they see him in the streets. They're going to be gunning them down. Police, civilians. Then China going to sneak in right behind them and be gunning down Jakes. Moab don't matter. Chinese people don't like Israelites. They're going to be gunning them down. Everybody going to be looking for Jake, man. Jake going to better go nowhere. It's going to be Russian troops over there, Chinese troops over there, militia group over there, KKK over here, Aryan Nation, Proud Boys. There's some crazy little Jakes that's trying to, live. Some niggas. Cartels coming. Everything gonna be looking to try to take Jake's life away, man. This is why it's gonna be Jacob's trouble. Which I might leave off with that because that's when they let that thing through, which is, it ain't about if they'll let it through, it's about when they gonna let it through. Because that title gonna fall sooner or later. I feel they're gonna extend it, but they might just let it go through Thursday. We'll see, We will see where we at now. We on May 10th. So that's supposed to come down tomorrow. What's that, May 11th? And there's a lot of stuff going on May 11th, man. I know it's a lot of things going on that day. I think that's when the 1-9 stuff's supposed to come off the books as well. But they can pick that right back on up. Especially I've been hearing that the people coming through they sending like sick buses too. They got Northern Tribe Jakes got there. They said tuberculosis and all kind of illnesses, and they got them on like buses, and they sending them through. They're gonna send them through the border. That's like a sick bomb right there. So that's gonna get a bunch of people sick. That way they can bring all that stuff back together. Like, oh, it's going around again. You got it again. Got to lock it down. And man, hey, second time everybody about to go crazy. Esau's not gonna do another lockdown. That's when the militia group's gonna get the bus busting. And Jake better know what time it is, man. We almost up out of here, y'all, Sharala. We are almost up out of here, man. So I'm going to end off with this right here. Jacob's trouble. Because you had certain Israelite groups say that ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. I'm like, dude, you got to be blind if you can't see this coming. Everybody see this coming. They feel it. And I think, it's going to start with that border situation. If they let people through that border, that's going to create the chaos that Esau needs to get his new beast system online. And then, when the beast system is going online, it's bad news for Jake because he's going to look to try to cut Jake's numbers. When I say Jake, I'm talking about Israelites, Yasharallah. So this is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Hear that? See, that last part gives us hope and it builds our faith because it says, but he should be saved out of it. So people will make it through this troubling times that we got, man. And those people are the hopeful elect. That's why scriptures tell you to put on, therefore, as the elect. The elect are going to get deliverance. The elect are going to get salvation. And like I said, this day is great and none is like it. Why? Because you're going to have robot soldiers. You're going to have super soldiers. You're going to have, man, chaos like no other. It's going to be a worldwide chaotic system going on. Because they're going to make the whole world do this. It ain't going to be Babylon. It's going to be everywhere. They're going to be doing this. And they're going to try to put the MOTB in you. That's the whole point of the all hell breaking loose. The Most High about to put his believers in a fiery trial and see if they hold up. So we got to be prepared for this, Yasharala. And I feel good about it. You should feel good about it as well, especially bearing for a minute. Because why? We know what's going on. We have advanced warning. And we've been preparing for this. We believe. Therefore, we know what Yahweh Shah is about to do. And we're ready for it. That's a big difference between us and the people of the world who don't know what's going on or don't know who Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is. That's a world of a difference. They're going to when it hit, they're going to be like, I don't know what to do, what I do. Men going to be afraid. When it hit, we're going to be like, oh man, we've been waiting on this. I was talking to my Ak earlier. We like, shit, we waiting on this. We looking like Esau, like, please don't extend it. Let it go in Thursday. Let it fall, man. Because we ready to get the show on the road. That's man, to be ready like that. That's faith right there. The world, man, no worldly person gonna say what I just said right there. They like, no, man, I'm trying to get my business going. I want to see my kids go to college. Man, they not ready for salvation. They want to stay in Babylon the Great. But hey, I love it, man. Because Yahweh Shah is like the Fugees. He like, ready or not, here I come. Yahweh Shah coming, man. And before he come, chaos got to rain out. And we ready for it. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashrala, D.T. Bob, Shalom.